Yes, yes. Should work. Finally. As you said, Paolo, I'm no genius with PC, and I'm very um, quickly on the wrong foot with it as well. But as far as I'm aware, you should hear me right now. Only question should be how's the volume levels, but I think it's quite close to being what it should be. I'll probably be quite loud, but hey, now you can hear me. So I was signed up for a practice session, but there was only 30 minutes to go, so I signed up to a different one and go for my hunt for a little bit more speed with the McLaren. It's one of the things that's I want to do. Driving's not perfect yet. Setup's not perfect either, so we can see if we can try to find a bit in both and get the Maca a bit further up front. I don't touch anything. I only break it when I touch it. So only thing I'll touch now is that I'll put off my sweater because I'll be sweating to death otherwise in a few seconds. So be right back. Yes, a lot better. So one of the good things I find out is how to reset the car. Yes, but the race just started, Pablo. It started at 2, so yes, I'll probably race at 4. But um, will be good to get some extra mileage prior to that and get the car quicker. Actually, right now, this should also be live on Twitch because I'm trying something new. That's why everything was screwed over again, probably. Let's see. Meanwhile, the game's still loading, of course. I've got a pretty damn fast PC, but as soon as it gets to NORDSCHLEIFE, it just hates me, basically. Properly hate me. But yep, it's working on Twitch as well. Oh, that's good. That's good. So, if you notice any difference quality-wise or something, let me know, because it is streaming to double platform at the moment, and therefore it might be slightly different. Oh, I don't even want to get going about this, but it's gonna take another 2 minutes. This is starting to be somewhat embarrassing because every time there's stuff changed where I didn't ask for. So now, for example, I couldn't put away the bumper, so you got sound, you got no view. Oh, you gotta love changing buttons left and right. But to come to your question, do I like rally? Yes, I love rally. I look forward to the World Rallycross as well this weekend. It's in Metet, if I'm correct, Belgium. So yeah, that's a good thing. But I like rally, I like autocross, I like pretty much everything what requires a wheel. I follow motocross, I follow MotoGP, I follow everything. I follow everything. It's just, yeah, well, you can define it as nice, yes, but you can also define it as pure addictive because I follow everything, literally everything. Yeah, I hope as well for regarding the rally simulator, but of course we've got the GRC cars in iRacing, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. No disrespect to iRacing, but like you said, there's nothing on the level of RBR. Richard Burns Rally still is top notch, and Dirt Rally had some good bits about it, but as soon as you got that thing, the tarmac, it was gone as well. Did enjoy myself with it, but it was probably more because there was a huge lack of rally stuff prior to that game as well. But yeah, I do hope there's something new coming in that regard, a proper rally sim. But it's so difficult to get everything going regarding to the gravel, the soft surface, and all those things. Yeah, you could say so. The Dirt Rally being a bit arcade, I agree. But because it was such a long time ago that we had such thing, it was good fun. In my opinion, on the gravel, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. It became bad when you put it to tarmac. But even that, the problem is if you drove Dirt Rally the way you were supposed to run a rally car, at least how I think you should run a rally car on gravel, then it didn't work. Then you got the daily hot lap things going on, and you watch those people drive, and they drive it in a different way that you think, I wouldn't even drive it on like that on tarmac. And that was the way to go fast. So
you got about 5 laps of fuel left.
It kind of frustrated me, to be honest. So what I was about to say prior to another screw up with the bumper screen, someone did tell me how I can skip the outlap here, which is something I like, because we all want to do a lap time, we all want to test, but to skip a 8-minute outlap, that's a really good thing. So some of you probably already know it, I didn't, but you can reset the car at a certain point. Let me sounds not good. And I can't change this stuff while driving easily. It's so frustrating. Because I can't alt up probably. I can. But then there's stuff happening which I don't want to. So, you know the feeling, how many times is this in a row that something has gone wrong, so to say. So let's just test it now. Can you confirm the sound's okay now? If I rev it, can you understand me the way you're supposed to? You're just gonna be my test dummy now, Pablo. So 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? Yes, it's still okay, Pablo? So let's reset the car. Oh, it's magic. It's magic. Proper magic. Proper magic. No, I don't. I just got a setup from someone. I don't like oversteer. It's the one thing I'm complaining about during the race the whole time with the thing. That I can handle the oversteer in slow and medium speed, but it's as soon as we get to the high speed that I feel really uncomfortable with it. Like really uncomfortable. Yeah, I'll update it after this lap. Nope. As you can, oh, you can barely see it. It's just below the overlay. No, it's ratio. I do one lap on ratio and then I go to quali because it's important to start more up front as well around a place like this. And the setup problem I have kind of applies to both ways. So when I either bin it now, I'll go to quali through, or when I finish the lap. Yo, Brendan, midget. And I meant that in a funny way, of course. No disrespect. Yeah, that's what I mean, Paolo. That's the biggest problem. But it's the unsurprising oversteer, because in this part of the track it's pretty okay. But there's one corner coming up that's really bad, which is the right-hander after this little complex. Going into here, the rear is just super unpredictable. It starts to rotate all of a sudden, and understeer afterwards. Like transfers from one into the other. 5'4". Dude, you don't put your hand up, I'll hit you over when I walk into you. Don't see you. Did you get a pillow on your back with that go-kart race as well, Brendan? Ay, 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 ay. Most important corner of a track. And but regarding to the setup, Pablo, I think it has something to do with the rebounds in the rear, because it's always off throttle high speed. The rear just gets super light. And the easy fix would be running more rear wing, but then the car gets dread slow in a straight line. But for a quali lap it might be worth it, because in places like this I can keep so much more speed through the corners then, without being scared of what the rear end is going to do. Da 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 da. Oi, ay, ay, ay. The rear end is hungry. Bites everywhere. That was a loop mistake.
Can't stop the head. Go right.
Holy mac! What the hell? Oh, that lap's gone. Who? I know it says cars stopped on track, but who the beep on earth stops on such place? Come on. How am I even supposed to catch certain things? Yeah, should always deserve a report indeed. It should. It should, it should. You're gonna make some burgers, look at him. So, only update you say is game volume a little bit less loud. So we can do that, we can do that. So, right, time for quali fuel. Open. No, that's race. I said quali. Let's see what it does. 22 liters should work.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
World's fastest gamer, yeah, that's it. Not in iRacing, trust me, Tripple. Try to be, but has some work to do. Drove it once last week, but you will see me pop up in it quite a lot after this week. But for now, it's just NORDSCHLEIFE and NORDSCHLEIFE. I've got the 24-hour virus going on, so this week will probably be filled a lot with the NORDSCHLEIFE. But after that, I will transfer a bit more to the Porsche. In all fairness, I don't even know what track it runs this week, to be honest. Hey Fabrice. Nice base shot yesterday with the Ferrari here. Yeah, so will I. Still trying to find pace in the McLaren. Pacing myself as well, but like the combination of the two. And I'll probably jump into a different car as well a bit later today, just to see how bad I really am. Hi Jim. What's your PB around here, Fabrish? Hello, PNK. Aye, aye, aye. Well, let's say we didn't see that. Nearly got the lap. Now the most difficult section for me comes. Almost. Time because it's 10 to 3 and 30 past the whole hour. There's a new qualification session I want to run if I get some extra pace prior to that. .8040. It's not too bad in a mucker. So one of the things that's just been bothering me is, does the thing work with a TED extra rear wing and what does it do specifically? So it's not possible to put more rear wing. Uh-oh. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it was max rear wing. What can we do to make the rear end a bit less aggressive? Oh, that's a big step. That's a big step. I'm not sure if I'd like that. Um, let's put this 2 clicks higher. Why? To let the car explode a little less, bit aggressive at the rear. See if it works. Sorry, what seems big on numbers? Yeah, true that, but yeah, it's 0.6. Should actually, next step. If this doesn't work, I'll follow your direction and raise the toe to see if it just gives a lot more stability, and then see in what direction it might give less top speed. Do want to experiment a bit with the traction control as well, see if it's possible to run it lower. My driving style, I tend to turn the car quite a lot on the traction control, well, on the throttle, so to say, which is not really working with this kind of traction control. Currently it's at 5. That work for later on. Yeah, the lap was nice, Pablo, but the worst thing was the first part of that lap I was quicker with the high fuel, so there's time in there. There's time in there. Getting there with the McLaren, getting there. Just needs a bit of extra time, but I'll get there. By the time I'll get there, the week will be over, so. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I did. It's good. The more teams like that, the better. It's just a bit waiting game now, what top drivers end up in what positions, but it's good that there's another eSport team. Ah, you joined forces with Schubert. That's really cool. Knew I said that was going to be cool. At least it's going to be eye candy for sure. I hope the physics are a bit better than the current GT3s in Assetto though. Yes, I did. A lot. Same username, it's me. So the setup change seems to make a problem worse in slow speed. Didn't expect it to, but it does. Yeah, I did City League as well. Yeah, first racing. Speedo SR. Good old LFS days. Good old LMS. Oh, there we go. Ah, too quick, too quick. Bottomed out of it. Oh, Mr. Oh, Mr. Going to finish the lap, but this is not a good one. Setup change does not work, so time to try the toe setting after this, see if that works. Doesn't work. I'll probably get to the point where it's like stick with it, just get the laps in and look in the mirror basically. Ah, we get close again. At least we're consistent to 8-minute laps within a tenth. So that's something positive to take. What too low? Oh, if that was too low, that would mean I had damage. Let's go like this, put that up. Let's see how bad it is. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's good fun. It's not. I'm doing promotional work day in, day out, and let's be fair. You get invited to the winter test or a car launch, those kind of things. That's really cool. Yep. Next step. Next step is then we do preload. Session's long enough for it, I think. Yeah. No, you just ask, As long as I can answer them, I will. Yeah, travel goes up and down. For example, I got a phone call yesterday if I could be over in England for 3 days next week to drive the Magic Beast. Then the week after, I'm there again for 4 days. Then I'm a week at home. Then I'm there for a week. And that's kind of the flow how it goes. But it can also be like that there's 2 weeks where I'm just home. But with the other, how should I say that? With the other sim drivers getting a bit more busy with their schedule, with all the real life racing series everywhere taking off, my busy sim schedule kind of starts. So where they step into the real life kind of thing with whatever they drive. For me, the busy sim schedule starts, so that's really cool. Nah, comparing lap times is difficult. The sim is purely used for car development, not driver development related. So the cars almost never the same because of that. So it's hard to make a direct compare, but as far as I'm aware and as far as what I've been told, speed is not an issue. So that's a positive to take. I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't simulated it. Oh, that was a bad T1. Too late on the brakes. Bad. Nope, this isn't either. Jojo. This doesn't work. Let's try to preload.
The car right.
Oh, the Mercedes
Still
sound.
there. Hold your line. Clear. You got a slow car on the right. Can't stop on the right.
Pablo. I already did. And now you say again. I didn't change it after you said it's good. Next time in the box. Best thing I learned in the last 2 days is skip the outlap there. It is almost 3:10. If this doesn't work, I just revert back to the original one and just try to get 2 more laps in prior to the quali session. I think if I could hit an 8:03 in quali, it would already put me forward quite a lot because it's so packed field. I'll never hit the 7:58, but a 2-second gain will mean quite some places forward here at the start, and that can just move over into the race then in a positive way. Yeah, the extra preload stops the car rotating. Off throttle in the slower speeds. I hit the wall. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Yeah, I know. But I'm somewhat related to the McLaren Godfender K. I'm tempted to try the other cars though to see what the difference is. Whee. Do, 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 do. 15 minutes till quali. Bad corner, bad corner. Ah, 1x, but I ignore it for now. think there's damage from the 0x. Oh, too wide, too wide. Ay, 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 ay. So currently on the way for the 803, but it's gonna be a close one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't see that one coming. That was one of these high-speed oversteer snaps. Do I have time for another lap prior to quali? No, I don't. So I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna park it and sign up for the quali. So it should be possible in quali to nail the 802, 803. It will put me forward quite a lot, and I'll actually check it now how much, but it have to be an all-out lap, so to say. So for now, we've got about 8 minutes to spare. So if anyone has any questions or thoughts, ideas, bring it. Bring them on. The only McLaren they give me to go to work is probably about scale 1 to 20, which I can put like on my keys. But apart from that, no. No, 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 no. Definitely not. How's the drive with the Halo? It's actually fine. It's actually fine. I was a bit skeptic as well initially, but it's fine to drive. You barely see it. Yes, you can say if you start looking at it, you see it, but you should also imagine if you do so, you're pretty much cross-eyed. So, nah. First time you look at it, it's a bit dodgy, but afterwards it's fine. Always did. Always use Logitech. Yeah, a little bit. Got the keyboard and all those things. How is the simulator compared to Affected 2? Um, yeah, you could argue it's not that different. Of course, there's detail work which is different, but it's not the end of the world in differences. But as you can imagine, I'm not really allowed to go into certain details to pinpoint out what's actually different. But it wasn't a night and day difference first time in it. The thing that makes the biggest difference is, of course, the braking pressure they need to apply in real life to the braking pedal, which they need in any GT3 Formula car, um, compared to what we're used to at home. Yes, there are setups for at home where you need to kind of get to such pressures, but um, they they nail it a bit better in that regard. So it was more about getting used to the equipment to drive the sim than, let's say, um, the model you're driving on being super different. Vec, Vec, easy pick. I love LMP cars. Not necessarily LMP1, but the current LMP2s. You see how close they are. It's really cool. Even LMP3s are cool. Indy is cool for one race, the month of May, but apart from that, outside of it, I regularly watch it. And I watch a lot of cars and motorsport, but Indy's not one of them. Yeah, Jim. I think everybody with a load cell which gets to high kilos is somewhat close. Um, um, but yet again, that's not specifically the McLaren F1 sim. Every Formula type car, GT car, you've got the brakes where you need to apply the big amount of pressure. Even GT3s they go over like over 110 bars. Um, so that's the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference. And then like it's easy to say that yes, you need to brake harder. Yes, but it's the way of controlling the brake as well, because we all know about trial braking. Um, but then hitting the peak pressure is one thing, but then controlling it and actually optimizing it to use the maximum grip available, that's where the tricky bit starts. And yet again, that's not specifically to the F1 sim, but it is what specifically to a Formula car. Oh, Pablo, 60 kilos, that's nothing. Yes, Garda. I do have the MP4. Yeah, well, Henry, the thing with Indy is they kind of nailed it with the new car, as far as what I could tell. Um, they can race the car pretty close, and that just makes it um, makes it fun to watch. Even on road tracks, they're fighting in a way that we sadly don't really see in in LMP or F1 at the moment. GT Pro or LMP2, whatever class offers me a seat. Easy. I'll jump straight in. What set you mean, Pablo? You mean setup in general on all the games? Um, I think in iRacing is a bit more dependent than R-Factor 2. Um, kind of down to the tire model, but I do think in the end, as soon as you got something that works for, especially a GT car, then I talk about like suspension and damping wise, will probably work about on every track. We've actually heard, for example, Martin Kroenke talk about that as well in an article with the Simpit, explaining that the basics work for their F1 setup they use through the whole DWC season is pretty much done in the winter, and then adjust it with a little bit of cameras and wing amounts during the season. That's pretty much it. So yes, it's important to some regard, but it does depend on the car. But you always got to get something that fits you feeling wise. Default's never optimal, but it should also not be the trap to get caught in it by just blaming setup the whole time. It's always the debate if is it setup, is it driver, and it's always a mix. Any comeback to R-Factor 2 League? I wish, I want to. I'll probably do some guest races soon. Um, Probably GT World Open in with GPVWC. I'm going to do a guest race with Kart Sim with their championship that's going on. Um, but the difficulty is if I want to commit to a season, um, I like to do all the races and have a shot at a proper result in the end and not missing out on a podium position by missing a few races. And currently my schedule goes quite up and down regarding to being at home, being away. So it's tricky to sign up to anything. Yeah, you know how it is, Jim. If you, yeah, Kart Sim. Yeah, I love it. It's really good. As far as I can tell, it's the best. It's best out there. I.e., sessions ready. Time for quality. Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's different, but you got to get like, if you set up the steering angles correctly, and then the pedals a bit more to go-kart style, then it's really good. Hi Rudy, are they still training strength and conditioning? Yes. Do drivers focus on particular areas? Yes. For example, when I squat, I tend to go a bit sideways. I dip more with one bum part, so to say. And yes, we work on that specifically to be as straight lined as possible. Um, and regarding to leg strength, no, we train both legs at the same. We'll kind of look dumb. We all know the pictures where one guy has his huge bicep and the other one's like thin. Well, we don't want that we don't want that with the legs either. So no, we train equally both sides, but we do make sure the legs are obviously strong enough. Core is very important, and for the guys who get to the top tier Formula cars, they of course got the neck, but there are specific training programs to attend all those areas. I do got to say though that since McLaren, I did drop a bit with the strength part, especially. kind of just went down to body weight, um, just because I am tall. I'm 191 in meters. Tall is heavy, and not that heavy is a problem for me because I'm still 90 kilos with kit and everything, but I've got body fat from about 8.5%. So it's a difficult balance by having too much muscle on you compared to weight and everything. But for the sim, it's no problem. And in all fairness, I'll never drive a Formula One car competitively, so it doesn't really matter as long as I can fit properly in the sim, which I can. It's just about being fit enough to perform the whole day or 2 or 3 in a row in it, um, without getting stupid fatigue in your leg or arms or forearms or hands or all those kind of things. For me, it's just maintaining that I um, keep the level and got the stamina a lot up. I'm a lot on a road bike. Um, and apart from that, just body weight, body weight for life. So yes, I'll go to some expo. I guess I've been there last year, and I assume I'm back this year. I am gonna try to participate in some event though, then, because I was there last year, and if I hate one thing, it's if I see other people drive and I can't. So yes, come towards me, shake hands. Right, qualifying, qualifying. I'm gonna do it without
You've
any.
got about 2 laps of fuel.
Yes, I've got 2 laps of fuel. Good story. Ah, no worries, Pumpkin. Any other questions, just put them out. Only just don't respond in this lap, but afterwards I'll get back to it if you've got any questions. Training is very cool to be involved with. So many different areas where you can attend to work with different visions. Not even starting about food. So there we go. Quali.
Okay, here comes your timed lap.
Fuck! Off track, so that lap won't count. Was it any good? No, it wasn't. I was about 4 tenths up on the optimal. So that's an easy stop to this lap. Off track, lap doesn't count. So, oh, that was a cheeky one. Yeah, but off track's off track. So I'll get the race setup loaded, and I'll start joining a race session. Ah, stupid, stupid, stupid mistakes. So, let me get to the point again. Questions, put them on, and I'll get back to it. Let's just argue that football only requires one ball. and that makes it boring. Boring. Very boring. But don't shoot me now. So let's join a practice session prior to the race. Has any of you seen the pictures of the new Ferrari layout of the Halo? That thing looks ridiculously ugly. My God. I didn't even know that was called a racing car. What the hell? Compression settings. Oh, in the meantime, while this is loading. Well, you probably hear this on stream as well, the sound, but sorry for that. I think this is so cool as well. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it, I think. WTCR, right now, qualification at the NORDSCHLEIFE. Anything driving on that track's cool. If you want to see it's live on Facebook. More enjoyable to watch than me. It's on a public Facebook, Zabun. Or Yum, I should say. It's public Facebook. Wish we had those cars in a sim. So, I'll give you guys a view where I start to fail. Yeah, in the end for copyright. WTC is dead.
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
Uh-oh. I thought I hit the pit limiter, but I didn't, apparently. Ay, something's wrong, something's wrong. My buttons stopped working. Oh. And it's back. Yeah, TCR is definitely the future. No, go, go. The race is in 15 minutes, guys. 17 minutes. Even though it's practice, I want to see a lap time, so I'll go this direction. Especially since it restarts you in a point pretty much where the start of the race as well. Besides iRacing, is there anything you guys want to see on stream? Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a racing game / sim, I'm up for it, and I can look into it then for another day to get such thing done. No, no, I'm signed up for a race. This evening I can try to look in some R Factor though, but Grumpy Legends, yeah. It's cool though. One of the few things I don't own. Well, R Factor 2 and public servers, that's horrible. That's not a good app for R Factor 2. LFS. You come as well then, Jan. Is there still this as the national server? XRR, FZR? Need to get some old USB where all my setups are on from back in the day.
Slow car ahead.
Yes, Audi, what are you gonna do? Seriously? Fox Fridays, that's cool. Fox on FA3. Fernbait Gold. Oi, oi, oi! Oh, we didn't see that. No, I'm not going to Barcelona. I'm not going to. Originally, it was the plan, but got changed. That said, I am in Woking now next week, so it was a positive change. Oh, what a rookie error. Car just bottomed out, and after that, I just joined the passenger ride. Yeah, I never got the grips as race room, especially on triple screen. I always hated it. There's some weird blur on the side screens that I can't kill. Just makes me dizzy. Yeah, I know, Pablo. You give me any R Factor 2 thing and I put my hand in the fire, I'll be 100% competitive from the get-go. But with, as I show with iRacing, it's a different story. But luckily, the same guys, when they go over the same direction but then to the different platform, they struggle as well initially. So that's a good thing. And we can't be good at everything. I understand. Yeah, if I run Automobilista or Affected 2, it comes natural, and with iRacing I struggle every time I get out. But iRacing does have the community around it, something that, for example, Affected 2 lacks. Yeah, I agree that the time mode is not the best. Of course we go for Q3, always. Yeah, you can get races over here, Pablo, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, they said they fixed the time model in 2011 as well, so I think the time model from R52 is better. But it's not only about the time model, so. Yeah, and then we've got the big question, the Blancpain game. What that's going to be? Well, updated Aceto, but then to what extent is the question. Oh, we've got 95 drivers signed up already. Because of my iRating, I'll probably make split 1 again and then need to start around P20. Yeah, R52 is getting closer to being a good base to work from. I am a beta tester for them, so I know what's in the pipeline and it's really good. They just need a little bit more time. Well, let's say Studio 397 you need. Nürburgring. 10 times more difficult.
Slow car on the right.
Well, that's good if it's a new engine. Well, graphic engine's not good because that means motion blur and all those funky shit we don't need. Yeah, pit limiter, own controlled starts. They need a lot of updates. They need a lot. Makes me think about Netcar Pro. Love that. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, Jan. Ay, 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 ay. Seems to be Mercedes or Ferrari. McLaren is clearly not it, but that doesn't matter, we can still drive it. But looking at lap times, it's Mercedes and Ferrari that are quickest. That's the only downside about the GT3 series, that it's always a bit Bob related. Sometimes the McLaren is faster, sometimes the Audi is faster, and vice versa, and well, kind of moves over against all cars. Only problem with that is that the large amount of the community just drives what's fastest and don't stick to one car for the whole season. Which, if you're going for a champion position, I can understand. But from my perspective, I'm quite, of course, stuck to McLaren, which is fine. But that does mean it's a more difficult task around this place. Yeah, I think Mercedes is easier to be fast as well compared to Ferrari. Front engine, so less snaps and so on. Depends on the steer. Kind of drive around it. And a lot of German Nürburgring specialists are showing that, at least for this track, it's one of the best cars. Just because of that understeery bit, I think it's a bit more safe to do it. So, 120 drivers signed up, 2.5 minutes to go. This is going to be a long race, just because I'll probably be starting P20, P25 somewhere. Overtaking is difficult here, so it's going to be ultimate survival. Going to invite Bear Grylls as a co-host.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
806 is not bad on race fuel. Don't get me wrong, against the super aliens I get whooped with that pace, but on the regular daily splits I have a decent shot with the McLaren. Yeah, that's what I mean, Mark. The McLaren is fine until a sudden bite, and then it's a 50-50. Incidentally, sent me the setup, Fabrice. I'll just drive the Ferrari then. I'll try it after I run it in the qualifying. Yeah, there was a McLaren bite. Or drive in a McLaren, Fabrice. Then I can know how shit I am in iRacing. Ah, what the oversteer everywhere. I don't know how the Maca is around this track, Fabrice. Maybe you could explain it. You know more about the GT3s than I. I just take the McLaren because, well, I work for them. Yeah, I know. I felt that. Yeah, but I seem to survive in the McLaren. I just don't stand a chance to be up front. But maybe I'll be cheeky and try the competition car later on. But even then, if I should just try it. I'll just smile at Fabrice like, hey, you know what I mean? I won't tell anyone. I won't, definitely. I won't tell anyone if you send the setup. I won't tell anyone. I promise. And yeah, I can understand from your point. You've driven a 24-hour race net thing here as well, so you've got the mileage, you've got the practice done. So why would you even consider driving something else? I fully understand that. Yeah, I think the Audi kind of is the same. The Audi has the same problem as the McLaren. It's a bit of this mid-engine problem. I don't know why the Ferrari doesn't have it, because on paper it should be somewhat close, but um, yeah, it's just a horrible thing when it starts sliding at high speed. You can see it as well that the only places where I really lose is the high speed, but then oh yeah, the Audi is 30 kilos. So Audi, you can dismiss the Audi, and then you can dismiss the McLaren as well because it's not quick enough in the high speed sections. And then BMW is surprisingly good. I've seen the BMW for P3, 4, 5 in high split races. Um, so maybe I should just try it. Try a few different cars later on and just see the difference. And there's a big shot I'll be the same awful driver in those cars, but can always try. We can always try. Start P10. Oh, that's not too bad. That's a lot better than expected. The only problem is I'm driver 6 on iRating, so I need to gain 6 places to not lose points. And we've got Fabrice in here. We got Fabrice, Cornelis, and Alexander Voss. So we've got 2 Ferraris up front, teammates. Oh, you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see it as well. For the rest, this just shows why I tend to iRacing, even if it might not be the most preferable sim, but having these kind of grids with 140 people signed up around this times in a day, name something that's better. I don't think it is. I don't think there is any.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of fuel left. Yeah, right, you redneck. Should get a woman as a pit crew. Horrible voice this is. Yes, I would. Of course. I... Oh, whoa, Ferrari, I wanted to move out of your way. Where are you?
Stay on the left, clear on the right. Car right.
Why are you not passing me?
Keep to the left.
Oh well, whatever.
Clear.
I did the whole world's fastest gamer competition on the G27, so yes, I recommend it. Perfect wheel to start. I know there's plenty others out there. The opinions will go up and down regarding to what you need and what you have to be or have to use to be super fast, but stick to the G27 in the beginning and just get the groove with that. You can get really far with that wheel. Only thing that will happen with the G27 is that the pedals might start to spike a little when there's a lot of dust in there, but there's plenty of YouTube videos what to do, how to open the pedal box and fix that, so don't be too scared of that problem. No problemo. G920, the updated one. They gave it to me prior to the World's Fastest Gamer final last year. Probably. Yeah, I know, but I'll try to keep the McLaren flag high. Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. And then always later on I can dive into the world of a different brand and see what the difference is. Yeah, Ferrari or Mercedes, I'm not sure. Oh, session's done. It's either Ferrari or Mercedes, but doesn't matter. Well, if you put it to contrast, I've won the most important race I did last year, so this is all about fun, which is the main priority for me with sim racing at home. Should be and stay fun.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
20 is plenty, and then we uncheck all tires. So, done. Oh, Pablo's gonna hate me. No virtual mirror. Sorry! Thanks, Jim. Oh, there's an Audi in front, Mercedes behind. An Audi in front, I mean, to the side. P10. I should be good. Oh, surprise, Mercedes. Mercedes. What a surprise. I'll probably do my best Mercedes impression during the start, like, because that's everything I'll hear. Gonna pit at the end of lap 3, got no other option, then dismiss all repairs, just put fuel in the thing and go. Long first gear. That's so cool when you drive a real life car, like, and you drive away, you feel like, oh god. No, not repairs, but no more. But the last 2 races I got hit from the rear, from the side, and it gave like the optional repair stuff, so I just dismissed that. Oh, Porsche's leading the race! I can see it! If you look to the left, Porsche! Yeah, we always try to not crash, but this is yet as many times I race as I start on the left side, which puts me on the outside for T1, which kind of puts me in this vulnerable position straight away, but I don't care. We just go for the outside if there's a gap, because you know the story. Yeah, people with no patience is the problem around here, but that already occurs during the first few corners.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in.
Yesterday we went a bit Vettel style and they braked after going on the throttle. That was the biggest issue.
You're on the left, 3 wide. You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
That's what I mean. Someone just bangs to the left while I'm there.
2 wide, clear on the right.
Yeah, wheels crooked already. That was super stupid. I don't know what blue machine that was, but I'm just driving and not coming towards him anything, and then just banging the door. So at least we got some different camber settings on the right front now. This is the part what I hate, when you start mid-field, you're always a bit vulnerable, because I didn't even take the risk there at the start, just around the outside, kept it straight for the second turn, and then hit the left on the wall as well, and then just make sure it's equal. That's the old LFS trick. And then be surprised that the car's quicker sometimes, and then try to recapture it in the setup and it doesn't work. I don't know how much damage influenced the top speed, but can't change it anyway now. Uh-oh.
Car on your left. Still there.
Drag race! Oh, no chance, no chance. Maka power. Come on, come on! GTO virtual. No, I'm gonna bail out. He was lucky there. He was lucky I didn't dive bomb him. Would have equaled out the damage, to be fair. But I did such thing to someone yesterday and it gave me damage. But hats off to that guy for not going off there. I already saw him going into the forest, getting a bratwurst. Positive thing because of that, he lost his slipstream. Probably his confidence as well. So Philip, because that's his name, I'm coming for ya! Oh, understeer. Yeah, I definitely have something different on the right front of the car. Oh, he got dangerous again there. Slipstream! Hey! Couldn't see the track. But if the guy's smart, he's going to do what I expect him to do, just park it in the middle of the road. Which he is. And I'm just going to be annoying, driving his mirror, so I can see the corner that's coming up. Oh, he's sliding, he's sliding, he's sliding. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ha!
Clear on the right.
Bye-bye! Hats off to the guy again for keeping that thing in a straight line there. I've done that before and ended up, well, on the left side, so to say. Well, let's enter the most sketchy bit for this car. Oi, 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 oi. Tra-la-la-la. Oh, rookie error. You go in too early there. Yeah, clear rookie error for me there. Turning in early. Oh, and turning in too late. Oversteer. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting hot in here. Oh, that was scary, to be honest. I always laugh away such moments, but that was hairy. That was bad. Now I've got Philip back on my rear. That's the guy who went off twice in front of me. Eight tenths. I think he'll just drive by me. It's already 7. Whew. That oversteer moment. Whew. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. Oh, it's 4 tenths. Oh, he's coming. 1 tenth. 1 tenth. Oh, what a speed difference. What? No chance from my side. No chance. Can't even wave at him. Let's blame the damage. I had a decent run onto the back straight, so. I'm getting hunted by Mercedes. Nah, he won't hold me up. I made the mistake in the last split, otherwise he had no shot. So there's only one to blame, and that's me. But you do see that the Mercedes has a completely different approach to corners around this track. More stop and go, or I need to roll more. Which I can't really when I'm too close behind him, so that kind of compromises me, but here's racing. Oh, the understeer. Ay, ay, ay.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh, the Mercedes train behind me in the slipstream. Yeah, I know. But my oversteer problems are starting as well. Yeah, it eats the rears more because of that oversteer high-speed balance, so that kind of just hits you during a stint. Hits you more and more, so to say. Oh, slipstream not working on this distance. Or with damage, I don't know. It's no slipstream. Oh, the guy nearly went off again. Thing is good in the carousel though. Not good here. Or here. Or here. But carousel's good. Oh, I prefer this time how this corner went. The last lap, the thing snapped like a maniac. Now we need to survive this part. Oh, the guy goes off. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? How did he save that? That's the third time he saved something where I have no clue how. Or did he get stuck in the fence? One of his iRacing bug walls to prevent the huge crash. Oh, time to get drafted by again. Same story, like last lap. Nothing I can do. It has to be somewhat damaged because it wasn't that bad yesterday. 310s. He's gonna get close, but I doubt if he gets the overrun because it's 110. I hear him. Oh, he's trying.
Right side.
Can't see him.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Oh, he's bailing out. Haha. Saved it for one lap. Heads off to iRacing there, because on any other platform, the guy would have just kept it. But here they think about their safety rating. Oh, I got two big German bratwurst behind me. And a car that understeers slow speed, oversteers high speed. There's something wrong with it. Has more effect than I expected it to. But then we try to just not go backwards. P7. Should not forget the box at the end of this lap, because I'm not going to make another lap on fuel. 3 cars behind me, all 3. Hunting me down on the straight. Oi, oi. It's going to be a long last 2 laps after the box, if the guy's still behind me then. Because I'm kind of truly training them. Yeah. Definitely holding them up. But there's no speed in the thing. No speed whatsoever. Someone's gone off in front. Some car was driving slowly. Or at least not the correct speed, let's say that. Yeah, it's Omar. Wonder if he will move or this is going to be very hairy. So, of course he doesn't have to move, don't get me wrong. But if he's crabbing over the track with very low speeds, he will punch everything even more up than I'm doing.
Car on your left. Clear.
Ooh, that was scary. Good thing is he only let me go, which kind of gives me the option. Yeah, this gives me a gap on the straight this time round because it's already 2 seconds now. Don't get me wrong, still need to keep it on track here. Oh, like I said. One and a half seconds should be enough. Drive into the box. Yeah, already losing 3 tenths, 4 tenths on the straight. Yeah, we can put a mark to that one, as in damage, cost, top speed in this case. What the fuck? I just got completely destroyed from the rear and now got the speeding in the pit penalty. What the hell on earth happened there? Oh, optional repairs, 1 minute 33. What the? I don't even know who it was, but this feels race ending. Because it's not refueled yet. Yeah, it is. I'll try how the car is, but you saw the hit. I thought I was quite late on the brakes there, but that just felt like someone didn't brake. I'm gonna laugh if the car's quicker now. This stuff's not good for the safety rating. Got plenty, it's not a problem, but even less top speed now. I do see that the laptop where I see all the chat on is about to die, so if I don't respond anymore to a question towards the end of the race, you know why. But as soon as I'm past the finish line, I can see the chat again then. It's getting hot in here. And if you visit this 24-hour race this weekend, try to look for my top speed. Yellow flag for what?
The leader's pitting now.
Oh, there we go again. That message is going to pop up another 10 times. Yesterday someone counted 7, so... Besides this NORDSCHLEIFE stuff, is there any other series in iRacing you guys want to see me run? Name it and I can always just jump into it. Try it. One more lap. Oh, yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Oh, took us. Oh, what the beep on earth. Oh, Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari. Be smart, be smart, be smart. Oh, yes, be smart. Thank you. Oh, I was not sure that Ferrari is going to banzai me by just saying no to an overtake. One lap to go. While I'm going slow. Grazie ragazzi. That's what you mean, right? Uh-oh, that's my mistake. P11. Ah. With other people's misfortune, it was way possible to get like the top 5, maybe P6. But it all came to a very sudden end with the guy behind me, I guess, just missing his speed limiter or something. Felt like a really hard hit, but I'll look it up after the race to see if it was as hard, because I banged over the speed limit quite a lot and then got like the 12 to 13 second penalty because of that. Do know it. Next week I'm not going to run the GT3 series because it's running on historic Silverstone, and if I hate something, it's driving a track which is not up to date anymore. And that Silverstone's really old. At the time doing it, they did a good job with iRacing, but afterwards it's a bit prehistoric now. Oh, there we go. Linus Techno. Techno. Not gaining ground, not losing ground. It's gonna be a long round. So if I jump in any other car, what should it be? Ferrari or Mercedes? What? Revenge me on the straight? I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, you were the one hitting my rear end going into the pit box, and then you got owned on a straight. Oh, that's not the ideal way. Well, at least you had your moment of fame in the stream then. What happened with the pit box? Just missed the limiter? Aha, well, we found the breaking point, was the rear end of my car. Does any of you know in the VLN series that iRacing runs as well, if it's able to take a McLaren there in the GT3 class? It's possible to take for. Oops, bad English. I'm not sure, to be honest. So, that kind of concludes it. Eventful race. Unlucky with contact in T1, and then with the pit stop, but be worse. Made it to the finish. I shoot with 1 corner to go. Got our position, I guess, P10, which is where we started, but could have been P6 with a bit more luck, or less bad luck. But I think we'll try again in a few hours. Not the one from 6 o'clock, but probably 8 or 10, and maybe secretly in another brand.
There's the flag, it's over. Bring it back to pits, we're going.
Oh, that rear end's banged up. That rear end's banged up. Let's see what happens here. Right, that's debatable. Debatable from my side as well in that case, so I think the guy never saw me. I'm running in a straight line and his aim is ready towards the corner. He had no clue prior to being too late, so oh well. We all to blame for some things. That does conclude this stream for now, as I been live for quite a bit now. It's time for some food and a drink, so I'll probably be back later tonight. If I try a different car, yes, I'll stream it. So thanks for watching for now. If you like more of these kind of things, don't forget to sign up, subscribe, all those kind of things, and I'll see you in the near future. So thanks for watching.